What version of the Bible should we use? This is a great question, one that I get asked all the time, and not all translations are created equal. I think there are a few general best practices. It's good to find a version that looks to the most ancient manuscripts, because the newer the manuscript, the more likely it is that other theology has crept into that manuscript. And it's good to find a translation that directly translates from the original language, not translating from a translation, and one that is trying to translate as directly as possible instead of using theology to interpret that translation. My favorite is the New Revised Standard Version Updated Edition. I think this is the gold standard of English language translations. Here's an older version, the New Revised Standard Version. It's a green Bible, so it has all the verses about the environment in green. Another great option is the Common English Bible, another direct translation that perhaps is a little easier to read. There also might be reasons why you might not want a direct translation, but might prefer an interpretation. I think that's okay as long as they're upfront about the Bible not being an actual translation and being an interpretation instead, and if it comes from a marginalized community. For instance, the First Nations version does not directly translate the stories, but reinterprets them from an indigenous perspective. And another good option is the Inclusive Bible, which, while not directly translating, makes an attempt to ensure that we are not using male-dominated language and instead are using inclusive language in the biblical text. So those are a few suggestions on what Bibles I like to read and why.